Hey everyone, Jeff Ford, CTF coach in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Tonight we are going to be breaking down how to set up your triathlon bag for pre-race necessities. So I've got all my goods out. We're going to kind of go through the process that you need to be going through in your head the night before the race to be sure that you do not forget anything, because that would be very bad. So you can see I'll start here. Cycling shoes. This is key if you want to be able to use your bike on race day. Is most folks who are getting into triathlon, they're going to get into a bike that has clip-ins. So if you're a rookie, any bike will work, but you can see obviously stepping up the game to the clip-in type pedals. So I'll usually put those in the bag first, and then from there, those are the two big ones. Okay, we've got shoes, running shoes. Typically I'll have my speed laces in there. Just ran a 50-mile race, so kind of took those out for that one. But speed laces, make sure to lace them up the night before so that you don't have to do it on race day. These can kind of be a pain to get on, but it's going to save you a lot of time in transition. So throw those in. And just for time's sake, put the laces in there as well. So we've got our two articles for our feet. Next thing I'll check is just making sure to have race shorts, so triathlon shorts, a little bit of a pad in back to kind of protect those biscuits on the bike on race day. I typically pack them in the triathlon bag, and then if I'm getting to the hotel, I'll just make sure to pull those out on race morning before I go. Kind of go through it like your sports guys, and then double check for goggles. And you see I have two pairs here. Worst case scenario, you could potentially rip the strap when you're putting them on right before the swim starts, so it's always good to have two pairs. And then swim cap, this is just probably from my most recent race. You don't necessarily have to have a swim cap. Most races are going to provide them for you, but just in case you want it, always just throw one in extra. It depends on you know, who's putting on the race and if they do supply them or not. So two pairs of goggles, race cap for the swim. Next on the list, you're definitely looking for that helmet. Okay, I'm kind of going through the main portion of this. Helmet's key. They're not going to let you race on game day if you don't have a helmet. This is a nice Air Attack Gyro. I think I'm saying that right. Pretty expensive helmet. Supposed to reduce some of that wind resistance and get you moving a little bit faster. Any helmet's fine if you're getting into triathlon, but make sure to have it in that bag. Cool. Next few things, we got some random items here. Glass is key, especially for the longer distance triathlon. Typically in a sprint, I won't bother to throw them on. If you got your nice case, you probably want to throw them up front so they stay safe. Race belt, critical. Okay, this is where you're going to attach your bib number that they give you, and all you're going to do, come into transition 2, make sure to grab this, clip it around your waist. Okay. Boom, you're off and running. Kind of a efficiency there. You can either tuck it in your swim shorts and jump right in the swim with this on. I typically will just grab it in T2. As I'm running out, I'll start to clip it once I get onto the course. So make sure you have a race belt. It's definitely going to save some time in that second transition for sure. Other aspects, you see I got a few mobility tools. So for right after the race, you can kind of get yourself set by having a rumble roller. You're probably picking up an award, age grouping, I'm sure you are, so this is going to give you something to do while you wait for those awards. Lacrosse ball, great, roll at your feet, get your shins. Never, you should always have one of these on you. So I'll just throw that there. I'll find a spot for the rumble roller. These are just a few random things. The wallet is not random. Most triathlons are going to require that you have your USAT card, or else you'll have to pay an additional fee on triathlon day. So just make sure it's up to date. You have to renew it every year. It's typically about $30, but I always make sure to just put the wallet in the front in case they need identification at check-in as well. Bike tire. Guys, if it's a sprint distance, you know, it's probably not going to be worth repairing the flat. Your day's most likely over, but having it in there and having it on your bike for an Olympic or a half marathon type distance is key. Okay, so I always try to have one of those on hand. Tool for CO2 cartridge. Typically, this is on the bike as well, but just in case you have an extra one in there. Salt stick, longer distance. A events, you need to have a plan for your electrolytes, your hydration, and obviously nutrition. So I typically just always have a bottle lying around just in case. I've been in situations where I forgot my electrolyte product and been in a lot of trouble. Last few things here to round off, we've got deodorant. Typically there's no showers after, so this is your quick, easy go at it. Body Glide's also a good thing to have on hand. Watch, awesome. Okay, you can have your GPS watch or just a regular split watch like this one. $30 at Target. Great deal, phenomenal. Last couple things here. You can see I've got a water bottle. H2O is going to be key before the race and then getting some after the race. Typically not all of the finishing buffets are very plentiful with solid items, so sometimes bringing a shaker with some protein in there for post-race is good too. Last couple things, definitely got to have a towel. So this is where you can lay this out in transition. You can put both pairs of shoes across it. You can just get everything into a nice order. And then I'll typically have a pair of sandals so that sprint distance you're not really putting on socks or anything like that, just to have after the race. Let those feet just air out from a busy day. You can see lots of equipment, guys, but this is my triathlon bag. Plan it out before your next race. Make sure to include everything you need, add a couple items, and you'll be good to go for your next sprint triathlon or beyond. My name is Jeff Ford. See you back for another CTF video real soon.